Pete's Castle by Mr. Collins. One night while Pete was sleeping, he had a dream. He dreamed of building the most amazing castle. A castle so big, all of his friends could live there with him. Luckily, Pete worked in construction. That means he builds things. He started his plans as soon as he woke up. First, he built a door. He had to use 10 blocks to build it. 10, he shouted. You can see he's got 10 purple blocks, which he used to build the door to start his castle. Pete used another 10 blocks to build a bridge to his castle. Now I've used 20, he shouted. You can see he's enjoying his bridge right now. Pete needed 10 more blocks to build a gate. 30, he cheered. Pete's plan called for 10 more blocks to build a tower for his wizard friend. That's 40 total, he cheered. With 10 more blocks, he built walls for the castle. That's 50 now. Let's go ahead and count those. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 blocks were used to build this part of the castle so far. Another 10 blocks were used for a huge staircase. 60, Pete sang. Pete felt patriotic. He used 10 more blocks to build the Statue of Liberty. 70, Pete saluted. He needed more help. With 10 more blocks, he built a giant cat robot to help him build. That's 80 blocks. With the robot's help, Pete built a royal throne. Wow, 90 blocks. It's an extremely shiny throne. You can see the little stars next to it. Pete used 10 more blocks to build a king's crown. It's also shiny. I've used 100 blocks, he screamed. Let's count Pete's work so far. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Each of those together equals 100 blocks, counting by tens. Each of these 10 block lines adds up to make this big square of 100 blocks. Pete's built a lot. Let's see what happens next. His castle was majestic and strong, but Pete wanted more. With 10 more blocks, he built a donut man to shout about how great the castle was. That's 110 blocks. Donut man saying, "What a cool castle." With 10 more blocks, he built a music stage so a DJ could play music inside his castle. Whoa, 120 blocks. That's a lot of blocks used so far. You can see 100 here, plus 10 is 120. The DJ plays nonstop. Another 10 blocks were used for a space station to make his castle float. 130, he shouted. His castle is now a space station. Then Pete realized something important. Pete had fun building, but he had more fun with his friends. It was time to take a break. Now, Pete is on vacation in space with his friends. How many blocks did it take to build everything? Let's go ahead and count them. 100 plus 10 is 110, plus 10 is 120, plus 10 is 130. Pete used 130 blocks to build his castle space station. What will Pete build next? And that's the end of